Good morning. Namaste. Guten Morgen. My name is Himanshu. I'm from India. I'm 31 years old and I'm based in Germany. I'm an urban planner by profession. I have done my bachelor's in urban planning from New Delhi, India. Altogether, I have worked for 4.5 years in different positions as a consultant for private financial firms, in financial advisory, as well as in development projects, especially related to slum upgradation and urbanization process in South Asia. I have also done my master's in urban planning from TU Dortmund here in Germany, along with an exchange in University of South Chile in Valdivia, Chile. My research interests include definitely urbanization and what the idea of well-being, what normally people call the dirty work of happiness, what makes people happy in general, and how cities contribute to that, and economics. What I am researching right now relates to the idea of identity and how identity of a place enhances or complements your overall experience and satisfaction with life and your well-being. Yeah, that find definitely interesting. I'm a PhD researcher working for the University of Duisburg Essen here in Essen. Let me talk briefly about my background. I was brought up by a lower middle class to prospering middle class family in one of the least developed parts of India in the eastern state of Bihar, very close to the border with Nepal and Bangladesh. And what was interesting that though our family did manage to get out of what we call the substantial or poverty and subsistence, we came out of that, and my father was well to do, but despite that there were people all around us, and we saw that how even a small change or a small step can change their life forever. Just a small story: we grew up on the banks of river Ganges, and my grandparents, they lived across that river, and it was like 30 kilometers, and just to cover that 30 kilometers of distance, it used to take I did close to 5 to 6 hours on a good day, maybe could be even 8 hours. And then a bridge came along, and that was a catalyst of change. It's not that everyone is out of poverty there, but what it brought along was hope. It definitely brought a lot of people out of poverty, and that's a small thing. A small change can catalyze so many other along with it. So the trickle down effect, what we are talking here, or we will talk. What also interests me a lot is the idea of justice and equality in our society. I had been fortunate enough to be educated in the West and also see some of the world, and then we saw how these problems of recession, for example, a financial crisis, has shifted from country to country, and you have the so-called PEX country, and then I was in Spain, and then you realize that our society somehow is becoming dysfunctional. In a society where 1% of people own more wealth than 99% of that, that is bound to create problems. And then you see the disparity in, for example, in there were people out on streets in Spain, and for me that was the moment when I really felt like, no, we need strong structural debate about the systems that we have in the world, and the world needs fundamental changes one at a time. And the best part is that there are stories of change. It's not that we have to reinvent the wheel, but we just need to channelize that strength, that hope in humanity. And Club of Rome, as a pioneer institution in the world, one of the best known think tanks, is perfectly fit for that role, to provide people hope and enable them to achieve a better world. I have coincidentally experienced with Club of Rome in the past. I am from that group who was privileged enough to participate in the Change Course Conference back in December 2012, and since then we have been on and off in touch. I also participated last year in the 750 Years of Winter Tour Conference, and that definitely was a great experience. So yeah, I am also, you can say, kind of social entrepreneur. I have started two companies in India. Well, I had started, and my partners are looking after them, but it was a very good experience. What I hope to do in the future is definitely to remain in academia, because this field interests me a lot, and work for development-based consultancies, for example, the Deutsche Gesellschaft für Zusammenarbeit, German Development Corporation, and start my own for-purpose world. I believe in this world which is full of hopes, The stories of despair are the ones which make headline, and this is where we need institutions like Club of Rome to make humanity believe once more in themselves. Thank you so much.